African spirituality is not merely a set of beliefs but a transformative force that influences individuals and communities across the continent. It is rooted in the understanding that the gods are active, living energies that govern various aspects of life: thunder, wind, fertility, war, and death. These deities are deeply integrated into the natural world and human experience, providing both personal connection and collective strength. African gods are not distant figures but powerful, active forces that shape the world around us, offering their spiritual energy to those who seek it. Each African ethnic group, from the Yoruba to the Igbo and Akan, has a pantheon of gods who govern distinct aspects of life. These deities, such as Shango, thunder and lightning, Oya, winds and storms, and Ogun, iron and war, are not abstract figures but represent elemental forces that followers can tap into. The worship of these gods offers practical, tangible benefits. Whether it's gaining strength, finding justice, or achieving prosperity. The energy of these gods is accessible through rituals and devotion, creating an active spiritual connection that empowers their followers. Take Shango, for example, the god of thunder and fire. His power is immense, symbolizing not only justice but the raw, transformative energy of nature. Worshipping Shango is not a passive act, it involves invoking his energy through rituals, offerings, and prayers. When worshippers connect with Shango, they align themselves with his powerful forces, inviting lightning and fire into their lives. This connection brings protection, strength, and divine justice, which can dramatically change an individual's circumstances. African gods also operate within communal rituals that amplify their power. These acts of worship are not solitary but shared by families, villages, and entire communities, creating an environment where divine energy is multiplied. In this setting, the gods' power becomes a collective force, offering healing, protection, and unity. Worship connects people not only with the divine but also with each other, strengthening both individual and communal spiritual bonds. Ultimately, the energy of African gods empowers individuals to unlock their full potential. Through worship, followers align themselves with these divine forces, gaining the strength and wisdom needed to overcome life's challenges. The gods are seen not only as protectors but as teachers, offering guidance and support in achieving personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. African spirituality is an active, dynamic force that transforms lives, giving followers the power to connect with divine energy and create meaningful change in their own lives and communities. Rituals are at the core of African spirituality, serving as the bridge between the divine and the human. These sacred acts, prayers, offerings, songs, and dances, are not merely symbolic, they are transformative experiences. By engaging in rituals, worshippers connect with the gods and unlock their spiritual energy, allowing divine power to flow into their lives. The intensity and sincerity of the rituals directly influence the potency of the spiritual forces that manifest, making these practices vital for spiritual growth and transformation. Rituals take place in sacred spaces, shrines, temples, or nature spots, that are considered imbued with divine power. These spaces are prepared with offerings like food, incense, and animal sacrifices, which serve to honor the gods and invite their energy into the physical world. In Yoruba culture, for example, offerings to Shango, the god of thunder and lightning, might include palm wine or a chicken. These offerings are more than just gifts. They act as conduits, opening a channel for divine forces to enter the worshipper's life. Songs, dances, and drumming are integral to these rituals, especially in the worship of gods like Shango and Oya. The rhythmic beat of the drums is believed to summon the gods, creating a frequency that allows their energy to manifest. The dances performed during these rituals are spiritual acts, with movements designed to embody the god's power. Worshippers of Shango might mimic the movement of thunder or fire, channeling his divine energy into their own bodies. This physical embodiment of ritual deepens the connection to the gods, transforming the worshipper into a vessel for their power. Sacrifice is another central aspect of African rituals. It is not about appeasing the gods but about maintaining a relationship of reciprocity. Sacrifices, whether they involve food, animals, or symbolic offerings, are acts of gratitude and respect. By offering something valuable, worshippers honor the gods and strengthen their spiritual connection. This exchange fosters blessings in return, reinforcing the covenant between the divine and the human world. Through sacrifice, worshippers invite protection, guidance, and greater spiritual energy into their lives. Rituals also play a crucial role in personal and communal healing. In African spirituality, healing is not just physical but spiritual. Deities like Ogun, the god of iron and war, are called upon for strength and recovery during times of illness or hardship. Rituals involving prayer, herbs, and the use of iron tools help restore balance, reflecting the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit. These healing rituals are not just about curing ailments, they are about re-establishing harmony, helping worshippers tap into the spiritual energy that leads to holistic transformation. The healing power of African gods is central to African spirituality, offering both physical and spiritual restoration. In many African traditions, gods are seen as powerful agents of healing, not only curing ailments but also restoring balance and harmony to the body, mind, and spirit. The practice of seeking divine intervention through rituals, prayers, and offerings helps individuals overcome not only their physical pain but also emotional and spiritual blockages, allowing them to regain strength and vitality. Ogun, the god of iron and war, is particularly revered for his healing abilities. As the god of strength and protection, Ogun is often called upon during times of injury, illness, or emotional distress. Worshippers seek Ogun's intervention through rituals involving iron tools, herbs, and prayers for vitality and recovery. Ogun's energy is believed to heal both the body and the spirit, empowering individuals to overcome challenges and regain their strength. Through Ogun, followers tap into the power of iron, a symbol of endurance and resilience, to restore themselves physically and spiritually. In addition to physical healing, African gods like Oya, the goddess of winds and storms, are invoked for emotional and spiritual renewal. Oya's transformative energy is seen as a force that clears negative emotions and provides spiritual cleansing. Worshippers call on Oya during times of personal turmoil, such as grief or emotional instability, believing that her winds can sweep away the spiritual burdens weighing them down. In this way, Oya's energy is not only a force of physical change but a powerful agent for emotional healing and transformation. Ancestral worship also plays a key role in healing practices. In African spirituality, ancestors are revered as wise and powerful beings who offer guidance and protection. Rituals to honor the ancestors, such as offerings or seeking their wisdom through divination, help to maintain spiritual balance and invite healing into the lives of their descendants. By connecting with the spirits of the past, worshippers access a deeper source of wisdom and support, allowing them to heal from past wounds and challenges. Ultimately, the healing power of African gods goes beyond curing illness, it encompasses restoring balance to all areas of life. Through worship, individuals invite divine energy that fosters physical recovery, emotional renewal, and spiritual restoration. Whether through Ogun's strength, Oya's transformative winds, or the guidance of ancestors, the worship of African gods provides holistic healing that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit, creating a deeper connection to the divine and a sense of well-being. African gods are not only revered for their ability to heal and protect but also for their role in empowering both individuals and communities. The energy of these deities fosters strength, resilience, and unity, helping followers to navigate personal challenges and overcome societal obstacles. Through worship, people are empowered to tap into divine forces that guide them toward personal success, justice, and leadership. These deities, who embody forces such as fire, iron, and wind, provide the spiritual strength that enables individuals to persevere and thrive in the face of adversity. One of the most prominent examples of divine empowerment is seen in the worship of Shango, the god of thunder, lightning, and fire. Shango's energy is often invoked during times of struggle or injustice. His worshippers believe that by aligning themselves with his powerful forces, they can gain strength, courage, and the ability to stand up against oppression. Whether facing personal difficulties or social injustices, Shango's devotees call upon his energy to bring about change, both within themselves and within their communities. His role as a god of justice means that his power is often used to right wrongs, enforce fairness, and promote equality. Similarly, Ogun, the god of iron and war, is seen as an empowering force, especially in times of physical or emotional struggle. Ogun's strength and tenacity are symbolized through the use of iron, an element associated with resilience, protection, and transformation. By calling on Ogun, worshippers believe they can overcome any obstacle, whether it's a personal battle or a broader societal challenge. Ogun's energy also empowers individuals to take leadership roles, as his influence encourages bravery and determination in the face of danger. Ogun's worship fosters a sense of empowerment, urging followers to stand strong and resolute in pursuit of their goals. Community empowerment is also a central aspect of African spirituality. The collective worship of deities strengthens social bonds and fosters unity among individuals. Rituals, festivals, and ceremonies often involve the entire community, and through these shared acts of devotion, a sense of collective power is built. The god's energy is believed to work most effectively when invoked by many, creating a unified force that benefits everyone. For example, during communal celebrations for gods like Oya or Shango, the entire village may participate in rituals that promote prosperity, peace, and justice. This communal approach ensures that no individual is left to face life's challenges alone, as the collective spiritual energy of the community offers protection and empowerment. At a broader level, the worship of African gods also serves as a catalyst for societal change. As people tap into the divine strength of the gods, they are often inspired to become leaders, warriors, and advocates for justice. The energy of the gods drives individuals to challenge the status quo, fight for what is right, and create positive change within their communities. African gods, through their empowerment of individuals and communities, continue to inspire leaders who rise up to face adversity, promote social harmony, and bring about lasting transformation in their societies. In this way, African gods are not only forces for personal empowerment but also catalysts for social unity and transformation. Through their energy, individuals find the strength to navigate personal trials, while communities are uplifted by the collective power of shared spiritual practices. The divine forces that govern African spirituality continue to empower people to challenge injustice, stand strong in the face of adversity, and work together toward a better future. The worship of African gods has not only endured through centuries of change but has also experienced a powerful resurgence in modern times. Despite the disruptions caused by colonization, globalization, and the spread of foreign religions, African spiritual traditions have remained resilient. Today, the influence of African gods continues to shape spiritual practices both within Africa and across the African diaspora. The gods, who have long served as protectors, healers, and sources of empowerment, remain vital forces that inspire individuals to reclaim their cultural and spiritual heritage. In contemporary Africa, many people have returned to traditional African religions, embracing the power of ancestral worship and devotion to deities like Shango, Ogun, and Oya. African traditional religions, ATR, are being practiced openly and with pride, especially as a way to reconnect with ancestral roots and assert cultural identity. The growth of African spirituality is not only a revival of ancient practices but also a movement that challenges the dominance of foreign religions that were imposed during colonial rule. By honoring their gods and ancestors, people are reaffirming their connection to their heritage and rejecting the erasure of their spiritual traditions. The global reach of African gods has also expanded significantly. In the diaspora, African spiritual practices have influenced various spiritual movements, from the Black Power movement to modern-day practices like Ifa and Vodou. In the United States, the Caribbean, and South America, many African-descended people are rediscovering and reinterpreting their ancestral religions, seeking empowerment through the worship of African deities. The influence of African spirituality can be seen in music, art, literature, and popular culture, where themes of ancestral reverence and divine power are explored. Icons like Shango and Oya have become symbols of strength and resilience, representing the enduring spirit of African people worldwide. In addition to its cultural and spiritual revival, African spirituality is also influencing modern wellness and healing practices. The emphasis on holistic well-being, balancing the physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life, resonates strongly with contemporary wellness movements. People are turning to African gods for healing, whether it's through ritual, prayer, or the guidance of spiritual leaders. The belief in the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit is a cornerstone of African spirituality, and its relevance in modern-day healing practices is undeniable. Through the worship of African deities, individuals are not only seeking physical health but spiritual and emotional restoration as well. The enduring legacy of African gods is a testament to the power and resilience of African spiritual traditions. These gods continue to shape the lives of individuals and communities, offering healing, empowerment, and guidance. They have weathered centuries of colonization, cultural suppression, and modern challenges, emerging as symbols of resistance, strength, and transformation. The spiritual energy of African gods remains as potent today as it was centuries ago, and their influence will undoubtedly continue to inspire generations to come. In reconnecting with their gods, people are rediscovering a source of divine power that transcends time, space, and adversity, ensuring that the legacy of African spirituality remains a force for personal and collective transformation. In conclusion, the spiritual energy of African gods continues to empower individuals and communities, offering healing, strength, and guidance that transcend time and adversity. Their enduring legacy reminds us of the transformative power embedded in ancestral worship and the divine forces that shape our lives. If this journey into African spirituality resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more enlightening content.